Hey guys, Sledge here. Welcome to part 3 of my Demolition tutorial series. We've talked about the mechanics to get consistent demos, we've talked about demos in the defensive zone. Now, the one you've been waiting for, let's talk about dirty offense. We're going to go over some tips and tricks as well as what not to do when it comes to getting demos in the offensive zone. Because the only good goalie is a dead goalie. One of the number one things I get asked in regards to demos is how do you deal with jumpers? And to tell the truth, I don't have many people jumping over me because of specific techniques and strategies I use and exploit. First one we're going to talk about is BCCB. What's BCCB? Well, it's an acronym I came up with to sound smarter than you and like I actually have something to offer. What it stands for is ball cam can blind. Once you understand how ball cam can limit your opponent's view, you can really use it to your advantage to take him out. Here in this example, we have the player rotating back to the net, and I attack him from the blind side, which really gives him no opportunity to jump over me. If you attack players from the side the ball is on, it's going to be very easy for them to avoid you, and thus, if you're trying to employ my tactics against me for that last minute tie, you are quickly punished. Another way we can use ball cam is to use it in a mind game sort of way where we look like we're going for the ball, but instead quickly transition into the demo play, and this is going to really catch people off guard, and you can see he didn't have any opportunity to jump. So we're going to be focusing on these techniques as we go through the sections of this tutorial. Now there is a lot of gray areas and overlap to these sections I've spelled out. Corner pass and demo might be considered a cut and rotation. Making space demo could involve a ball versus man play decision. So I will focus on separate sections, but we will note that they all are related to each other. To start out with, we'll look at the corner pass and demo. Very simple play involving you popping up the ball from the corner, and then continue what might be called a wide rotate through the net, clearing it of any goaltenders. This one didn't have a demo, but you can see it made space for my teammate to get a goal. Now this type of play really will exploit the ball cam can blind. If you pop that ball up high, situation like this, the goaltender hesitates and you can see my teammate comes through the net to remove the player, and it makes it very easy for me to put this ball on net. Aim for the boom, as they say. The only real way you can screw up this corner pass play is if you don't get a good pass. As you can see, my teammate switches into car cam to remove the player in the corner, but really the ball doesn't have enough speed to end up in front of the net, and I am left sitting here watching as it would not be safe for me to proceed into that corner right now. When you move into higher levels, you're probably going to go with more direct passing plays. For example, here I'm going to flick up this ball for my teammate and continue on with what I might call a follow-through demo. And even though I come from the direction of the ball, that transition is going to be so quick that it's going to catch the goaltender off guard. Alright, let's talk about cutting rotation. Now to cut rotation, I am going to recognize that my teammate is getting a good hit on the ball, and I'm going to move in to make a quick physical play. Now this really has to be an in and out situation, as it is very risky, and if my teammate doesn't hit the net, I'm going to have to start coming back to play defense. Here in this example, I'm slowly dribbling as I wait for my teammate to rotate out. Then after a successful challenge by my opponent, I grab boost on my way out. Once my teammate gets a good hit, I recognize I can cut rotation. I come in here from the blind side and clear the net for his easy goal. So as I already pointed out, this rotation cut play does involve a lot of risk. It's very important that I get the demo in this play, and also that my teammate gets a hit on the ball. If either of us fail, it's going to cost us. So here I recognize my teammate was up, and I went for the demo, but my teammate was unable to get a hit, and now we will be punished for this play. And we both will share blame for it, as it is a risky play that I started. Communication is very key with these type of plays, in that if your teammate recognizes very early that he's not going to get a good hit, you might be able to abandon the demo play in time. The making space demo involves a demo play that's not necessarily in the area of the net. The idea is to give your team time and space to set up a play. In this example, my teammate gets the ball moving towards the corner, and I start moving into position to receive a pass. Now, to my left is a player that's going to most likely move into the net. Now, if I can remove him, now we can slow down the play, set up a pass over the player in the corner, and get the easy goal. This one I showed in the first video, and involves me tracking my opponent as I know his path is going to be right into the corner. And once he is removed, I can settle down the play, make a little fake pass around, and we can pick up a goal here as well. It's important to remember that sometimes a making space demo may involve a little cut and rotation, and you have to be careful to cover any challenges that could happen. So I kind of got ahead of my teammate to make that space, but then I moved back to see how this challenge went, and then moved in to finish off the goal. The way you can do a making space demo wrong is to put yourself out of position to complete a play. So this player starts out very well where he moves wide to avoid being demoed himself, and now he can come in on the blind side on the defensive player. Unfortunately, he ends up chasing this player too deep, and when he gets the demo, he puts himself out of position for the pass his teammate was trying to give him. So fortunately for my team, this play all fell apart. Our last section deals with the choice of playing the man versus playing the ball. This is a hard decision to master, and one that, if you do wrong, you can be punished for. I showed this clip in part 1 and talked about how this kind of stuff is hard to teach in a video, but we're going to talk about how the ball versus man choice can be used to give yourself space and, in turn, score goals. In this example here, the ball's kind of popped out from the wall, and my teammate is really in the best position to get a shot on net. My angle from where I'm at is not very good. Unfortunately, the opponents are closer to the ball and most likely are going to get to the ball before he does. So this is involving a ball versus man decision. So I head towards this ball, but choose to play the man. And this type of play is really going to catch your opponent off guard, as he most likely expected me to play the ball. But instead, I've made space for my teammate to move in. You do have to be careful not to deceive your teammate with these plays, thus good communication will be necessary to let them know that you are going for the demo, not the ball. When you learn to transition from a ball play to a man play very quickly, you will catch opponents off guard, and then once again we're going to be able to pick up demos without them jumping over us. When you look at this play from my perspective, I move the ball in the corner, expect the opponent to challenge it, and instead cut across the corner and meet him there, and then secure the easy goal. So just because we've been focusing on mind gaming our opponent or attacking from the blind side doesn't mean you can't attack from the side the ball is coming on. Just remember that most likely they're going to be jumping over you. So you'll have to jump yourself, and then you can get one of the most satisfying types of demos in Rocket League, the mid-air demo. To finish up, let's talk about the types of reactions you're going to get for playing a physical game in Rocket League. Now, first of all, you're most likely going to get told you're a noob, it's a silver tactic, it's a gold tactic, you're going to hear it all. Additionally, if you're going for demos, it must mean that you can't hit the ball or you have no skill. Now, if your physical play is successful, you're going to see chat start to change. People are not going to be happy. Moving forward, if you start using demos to get goals and wins, now you have to demo to win. Which, if you turn it around, means they can't win while they're being demoed, and then I guess who should adapt to that? As people get more and more angry, you're most likely going to see their English suffer as well. One important point I want to note is that I don't support any toxic chat in return. People are going to get very angry, but we don't need to respond. Though, a little passive aggressiveness and some sarcasm is always okay by me. In the end, sometimes they are right. You can demo the whole team and it's not necessarily going to end up in a goal. Well, that's it. It's over. Over 30 minutes of Demolition training material. Who knew I had that in me? Appreciate you guys watching. Moving forward, you can continue to expect more demo montages, and I'm also looking for suggestions of other videos I should do in the future. Additionally, I invite you to join the Rocket Sledge community Discord to keep up to date on videos that are coming out, to chat, give suggestions, or even group up to play some game. You can find the link in the description below. Appreciate all your support, and thank you for watching. I'm Rocket Sledge. See you later.